Welcome to the Morning Download Podcast, your go-to resource for personal finance, economics, and market insights. In just 8 minutes a day, we provide valuable information to help you make better money decisions. Don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter at https://www.morningdownload.com. Subscribe. Let's dive right in. In today's episode, we'll cover AI news boosting Google, AMD, and other stocks, the rise in gold prices and its predicted status as a top asset in 2024, GameStop's plans to become a stock picker, the U.S. Senate's consideration of an anti-crypto bill, and the recent developments in the cryptocurrency market, the benefits of owning property for wealth building, stability, tax benefits, customization, and rental income, and Seth Klarman's insight on the correlation between dislike and affordability.
Gold prices have been soaring in 2023 and continue to reach record highs. Just this week, the price per ounce surpassed $2,100 and is now hovering above $2,000. According to experts, geopolitical tensions and continued central bank buying are fueling this surge, and they predict that the trend will continue into 2024. Inflation has been a hot topic lately, with new research suggesting that companies are maintaining their profit margins by passing on higher prices to consumers. While corporate profits are not the sole cause of inflation, big international energy and food companies do have a significant impact on the wider economy. Today, all eyes are on the job market as the Labor Department is set to release its report on jobs. Analysts predict that non-farm payrolls will have expanded by 190,000 last month, up from 150,000 in October. This data, along with wage information, will be closely examined to gauge whether the Federal Reserve may choose to implement another interest rate hike. A positive jobs report could maintain the upbeat mood on Wall Street, while a disappointing report could potentially dampen the current enthusiasm. In global news, China has vowed to moderately strengthen its fiscal policy to bolster economic recovery. India's stock market valuation has reached an impressive $4 trillion for the first time, largely attributed to foreign investors being attracted by Modi's recent win. Additionally, European stocks closed higher, with Germany's DAX extending its record high and TUI seeing a 14% increase. So let's talk about GameStop, the company that has been making headlines lately. It's been quite the roller coaster ride for GameStop, but it seems like the time has come to let go. Some people made money out of it, but now it's becoming a hot potato that you might want to avoid. You see, GameStop is changing its game plan. Instead of focusing solely on itself, it wants to become a stock picker. And while some are calling this decision a stock killer, GameStop shareholders are actually on board with it. In fact, the company's shares rose by 10% in yesterday's trading session. So what does this mean exactly? Well, the new CEO and chairman Ryan Cohen now has the power to use the company's cash to buy other stocks. GameStop already has a whopping $900 million in cash, so they have some serious firepower to bet on other stocks. It's worth noting, though, that GameStop did post a loss of about $3 million in the latest quarter. But with revenue of over $1 billion, it seems like they still have some fighting power. Time will tell whether this new strategy will pay off for GameStop. But for now, the game is on, and it's certainly an interesting move for the company. So let's talk about what's going on in the world of crypto. There's a new bill making its way to the U.S. Senate that aims to combat terror financing through cryptocurrency. It's got bipartisan support, which means lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are on board. In other news, El Salvador is turning its attention to crypto millionaires. The country is trying to attract long-term residents by offering incentives to those who have made it big in the crypto world. It's an interesting move and shows how countries are starting to see the potential benefits of embracing cryptocurrencies. On the flip side, Binance, one of the biggest names in crypto, has decided to withdraw its bid for a license in Abu Dhabi. This is a significant development and has people talking about the future of Binance and how it plans to structure its operations. Now let's talk about the price of Bitcoin. There's a lot of speculation that it may hit $50,000 soon. Some say this is due to FUD, or fear, uncertainty, and doubt surrounding altcoins. Meanwhile, Ethereum and Solana are also making gains and outperforming other cryptocurrencies. Finally, Ripple is inching closer to becoming a bigger entity than Binance Coin. It's now only 3% away from surpassing it in terms of market capitalization. It's an exciting time for Ripple and its supporters. Let's dive into why owning property can be a good idea. First of all, owning a home can build wealth. When you invest in a property, it has the potential to appreciate over time. Just look at how home prices have skyrocketed in recent years. A house that was worth $250,000 in 2018 can now go for $350,000. That's a $100,000 difference, which means a growth of 40% in just 5 years. And if you add rental income to the mix, your profits can soar even higher. Another advantage of owning a house is stability. With a fixed-rate mortgage, your monthly payments stay consistent, allowing for better long-term financial planning. On the other hand, if you're renting, your landlord can increase the rent with a warning, leaving you with less control over your monthly expenses. Let's not forget about the tax benefits. As a homeowner, you may be eligible for deductions on home loan interest and principal repayments under Sections 24B and 80C of the Income Tax Act. These deductions can lighten your tax burden and increase your overall savings. And if it's your first home, you might even qualify for lower rates. Now, one of the beauties of owning a house is the freedom to customize and renovate it according to your taste and needs. Unlike rented properties, homeowners have the liberty to make changes and create their dream space. Lastly, owning property can open up the possibility of earning rental income. You can rent out anything from the entire house to just the backyard or even the garage. It's an extra income stream that can significantly boost your financial situation. In the end, whether you choose to rent or buy is a personal decision. Experts have different opinions, and we can see how both options have their advantages. However, no matter what, real estate should have a place in any serious investor's portfolio. Let's talk personal finance and dive into today's quote. Generally, the greater the stigma or revulsion, the better the bargain. These words come from none other than Seth Klarman, a famous investor with a knack for finding great deals. Now, what does this quote mean? Well, it suggests that when something is deemed unpopular or undesirable, it often presents an opportunity for a good deal. You see, when an asset or investment carries a stigma or revulsion, it tends to be undervalued by the market. And that's where the savvy investor can swoop in and find a hidden gem. So the next time you come across an opportunity that others may shun, don't be too quick to dismiss it. It could be a diamond in the rough, just waiting for someone like you to recognize its true value.
In today's episode, we discuss the AI news boost for Google, AMD, and other stocks, the rise of gold prices and its predicted future as a top asset, GameStop's plan to become a stock picker, the U.S. Senate's consideration of an anti-crypto bill, the advantages of owning property, and Seth Klarman's insight on investing. Stay tuned for more insightful discussions on finance and investment in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in to The Morning Download, your go-to podcast for personal finance, economics, and market insights in just 8 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content and sign up for our free newsletter at morningdownload.com/subscribe.